can't tell because I'm like in my seat and it's helping me.
Something's happening.
Something is happening.
Yeah. Yes. It's like whatever you have to smize. Yes. Oh, hey, welcome, y'all.
Jared, are you in your childhood home?
I sure am. I'm in my childhood room, which is just a walk away from Allie's childhood home.
That's true.
In the same neighborhood where we grew up in Austin, Texas. So just a short walk.
Are there relics, or is it like a gym now?
Oh, right. Oh my God. This city is a whole. This is the trip. I told Diana, I was like, this is the trip to Austin that I take, where I'm like, okay, officially Austin is. I just have to come up with a different name for it because in my brain it is now a new city entirely.
Waterloo Part 2.
Yeah, we'll call it Waterloo. Let's go back to Waterloo. Yep. Maybe I'll catch on. Shoot.
And let's be very clear. You're also like only 3. You did a day trip to my hometown of Houston, down the street. Yes. So we have an all Texas crew tonight. So
that's true.
Oh yes.
And Jared has people from Houston, so who knows?
Yep. That's why I was born in Houston initially.
We might have all been our ancestors might have been on a plantation together doing the same thing, around a fire. We don't know.
How beautiful.
And that's because they robbed us of knowing our ancestry. That you white people, if you're watching, we mean you. That's what we're referring to right now.
Can I tell you guys a story? I met a white person who I liked. She was very nice. And
side note, why did you just say I met a white person?
I mean, so far, right? So far, so good. So she was like, "Oh, my brother plays the fiddle or whatever." And I was like, "I guess that's cool. Let's go see it." She goes, "Yeah, that's my brother Macon." And I was like, that's crazy. My grandma's from Macon, small world. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I guess her family used to own that town or something, that's why. So they just named him after it. And I was just like,
word up. Okay.
Excuse me while I just.
Oh no.
I mean, I think she put it together right after she said it, but we're like, okay, I'll have another drink today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's rough. That's rough. Oh my God. Wow. That's like a nightmare. What if I mean, it's not possible because, Diana's family is Polish, but I don't know, who knows. But what if somehow there's someone in her tree that was in the South and, at some point I would have been, her property, what?
Right.
Oh, that's not a fun thing.
It's not a fun thing, but I just say
you guys do the slave play? Is that what you're into?
Yes, we do the property of Jeremy O'Harris slave play. Have you read that? Did you read that?
No, please elaborate.
Do you know about it?
I have no clue.
You know what I love? I love to start every play, Cousins, by describing the plot of slave play.
Yes.
The play.
The play. Well,
it was so funny. I was telling my cousin, I was like, have you, it's like slave play. And she was like, yeah, and I was like, but I mean the play. And she's like, oh, I didn't know there was a play now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah, you do. I think so. Right. I think the playwright is cool. So
he is cool. He is very cool. And yeah, that's rare these days. To have,
I like him.
Actual cool playwright. There are plenty of playwrights that are cool, but are nerdy and they're not very cool people.
And he handles hecklers well, which is not a skill that playwrights usually have.
Yeah, right.
That's something we do well.
He's like a stand-up playwright.
Yeah. Well, he was initially an actor, and then he went to Yale for playwriting, and then so he's legit, and he's also just a fashion icon. He's so great as his
He also seems very funny and cool to be around. So take that into account when you hear all this disturbing stuff. That this is the type of brother that if you saw me would be like, I inherently trust you. If we have to go to a scary place, I will hold your hand and follow you into it. Okay.
Right.
I can pull up a picture of him while we do this. Why am I pretending I can't
please
do that?
I mean, that's what the internet is here for, that very reason.
Right.
I mean,
you would never think this is a playwright, but it's so. I mean, I can't give too much away. Because if you think about it, there was a time when Arthur Miller would just be on Johnny Carson and stuff. We don't really do that no more. But this guy could he's very cool. But anyway, slave play is, I mean, there's a pretty big conceit around it. But yeah, look at that guy. Come on.
Hair. Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah. This is a beautiful man.
Yeah.
Like, number one. I hate that it like makes them the same size the picture already is. Like, what?
Oh yeah, it's like I wanted to click on this to zoom in.
She might have been the inspiration. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that's legit.
Look at that.
Okay.
I think most men don't know how to style it.
And so this is what you and your wife do in bed. Is just
Well, what I'm saying is, would you trust this man? Is she with Madonna?
Madonna. Oh shit.
Yeah, I would if this dude came up to me on the street and was like, "Do you want to like be in a show?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Is that Bowen Yang?
It sure does look like Bowen Yang.
No, it is Bowen Yang.
Oh my god, I love that.
Wait,
so,
are they dating?
Okay, so you don't need any more credentials. So now we're gonna take you into a thing that if we first described it to you, you would not trust. But like, please just follow us into the dark.
Yes. My mind is open. My body is ready.
Yes. Take this as you shall. So, and I'll just say this: if you were trying to not be spoiled, if you were like, "Ooh, I got slave play on my reading list," and you don't want to be spoiled, just like just don't listen.
I will never read it. I would like it to be that I can watch it on my TV.
Yeah. That would be great. I mean, I think that's probably coming because theaters should have been doing that, and now they're probably all going to do it because, like, how else do you do it?
They could go to Broadway though. Like you could.
I could. Mm-hmm. I'm the closest of all of us. So yeah, it's like.
Okay, sure. Say something about this thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's again. My body has been ready. I have been primed and ready.
It has been ready. This is correct. So it's basically like the play sort of begins like it's a series of scenes where we're like on a plantation and there are these like highly like sexual scenes with like these like enslaved characters and they're like kidnapper owners and
they're not all the half are not enslaved.
Right. Exactly. That's correct. So there are these like sexual like scenes and then suddenly the play sort of stops. And you find out that the next scene they're all at this big like couples therapy retreat, and so it kind of pulls a Shyamalan on you, and that you thought you were like in ye olden times, and you're actually at this essentially like highly modernized like couples retreat that's like meant to get to the root cause of their sexual like frustration in the bedroom and like they're essentially they're like impotent. And like so they engage in like a sort of like slave play, like sexualized slave play, to get to the root cause of all that. So like majority of the middle chunk of the play is like this very uncomfortable like scene where there's like these three couples and then there's these two like therapists essentially, which so Allie, if you ever want any pointers, if you ever want to start this up, there's a whole blueprint for you that Jeremy O'Harris has written in case you need.
I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
I don't know how I feel. I'm still forming opinions, but keep going. Okay.
Yeah. It's I mean, and then from there, it's like there's a final scene that's highly controversial, but it's very like it's an actor's dream, it's a designer's dream. It's like a really well like executed show, but there are many different opinions. Some people
it's supposed to be uncomfortable and to me, I mean, I think it's interesting because I think especially in interracial couples, people spend a lot of time trying to shy away from this stuff. And then it's like, will you ever truly know each other? This is a question I have about my parents. Do you, on this level, do you really fucking understand each other?
Right.
No, is the answer. But if you were to go all the way into that in the opposite direction, who knows? Maybe it's worse. But if you're going to understand the power dynamics that are at play, right? Because like I remember my mom saying like when she first moved to Texas, like my dad was like, "You can't argue with me in public," like, and she was like, "He's controlling." It's like, no, but you can't. Like, still like, and I think people want to pretend that those power dynamics don't exist, right? But it's like she at any point can just go, who's this? And like he'll be dead. Like so it's not as long as that exists and isn't discussed, I don't know. You may as well just act out what that fear would be.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't fucking know. I'm not.
This is interesting. This has.
I'm not recommending my parents do it at all. It's too late for them.
This has my mind going a little bit. This is interesting.
Shadi, have you dated a lot of white people or not?
Yeah.
I don't. We are on the internet, and this is recorded, and who knows if my mom may see this sometime.
Okay,
so I don't want to candidly answer this. I've dated the rainbow. Let's call it that. I've dated the rainbow.
Hey.
Okay.
Yes.
I like everything about that answer.
That's what I will. Yeah, I'll just leave it at the end. I also did go to PWI, so the pickings were a little slim. I think one of my friends just recently was going over data and was like, "Did you know when we graduated, there were 3% Black women in our graduating class?"
I know, I was them.
Right. I was like,
it was me and Sandra.
And thousands of us. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's about right. Yeah. So the pickings were slim.
Well, maybe she should have done a thing where, she's in the big house and you guys are being raised together as if you're sisters, but you're not really. And at some point she has to come to the realization that she owns you and deal with the power dynamic of the fact that her feeling of sisterly love towards you, and that why would you ever want to leave your family? It doesn't feel the same way you towards them. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you should do that little dance.
I have not done that. However, now I'm curious. This makes me think.
It's I would for you, but why would you go? We love each other, right?
But I have this question for a lot of my Black friends. Have you ever played the "if we were back in slavery" game? Where would you be? Have you ever thought about this?
I mean, yes. I mean, I think I've thought how dead would I be? Because I feel like I could.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I wouldn't do
lick of word. I wouldn't do well.
I was like, okay, skin color wise, right? Most likely Fields. However, I am great with children. And I am a great cook. So my thoughts are, maybe I get lucky and I'd be in the house, right? I feel like
I just want to, not that it matters, okay? But I want to straighten out. I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it. I don't know. You guys put me in my place after this. I don't know what it's going to be. There's a movie once and Mariah Carey was in the field and everyone was upset. Why is Mariah Carey in the field? It would never happen, but it would happen. Here's the thing. Most people are in the fields unless the reason it was light-skinned people is because they were the family of the white people. They were their descendants. Right. If you weren't their descendants, it doesn't fucking matter. And that had to involve a beautiful Black woman to start with, or you can't make that beautiful family. Okay, so you've got a chance. You have a chance.
For the very one, boobs and child rearing, and two,
but you'd have so many white babies on those titties. You know that, right? No, this is Henry.
I'm just saying, for the very sake, what would save me is the big titties and the good cooking. I would have hoped that maybe, just maybe, I would have found a family that would have been like, you know what? All right, you stay in the kitchen. And
although in the house, you're managed by the white woman who it ended up being a lot more suicides and runaway death by cop.
It wouldn't have been easy. Let's be very clear.
Okay.
I would have liked that. Maybe.
No one's saying it was. Yeah. I would do terribly. I think about the Octavia Butler book. All that. Did you ever read Sade?
Oh, okay.
It's a sci-fi, but it's you, and then boof, you time travel, and whoopsie do. But bitch, you know how to read and shit. So, and you can't not know how to read. Do you know what I mean?
Bye. I would off myself. I know that sounds so you know when people say where would I time travel to? Bitch, I'm Black. This is the best it's gonna get for me.
Right.
Well, there was before this.
No.
Before we were kidnapped.
Yeah, right. But then we didn't have running water and electricity and Google at our fingertips. No, I'm staying in this era.
I mean, look, I'm gonna stay here too. I'm just saying, right.
Yeah.
There were options.
We had empires that weren't doing terribly. Do you know what I mean? I like that there's Tylenol, so it's not that easy for me. But I'm just saying we've thrived. It's not like we've never thrived. You know?
Oh, I agree. Very, very much so. But I am also spoiled with my running water and my toilet and my Twitch and my Nintendo Switch with Animal Crossing. And my iPhone.
You'd be literally having Animals Crossing. You're like, I heard you now. Like, we're doing it.
Not with the knowledge I now have of technology and the things to go backwards.
Yeah, you're gonna go backwards and be like, cut this goat's throat open, and you'd be like, I can't. Like, I can't. Literally.
Well, I couldn't do it.
People are like, in the apocalypse, what? Oh, I'm gonna fight it out. Or you could just die. You could also just die.
Like, I could also just die. Yeah.
I literally listen to me. I went to a gay bar 2 nights ago and I danced a little bit. I pulled the muscle in my groin and my entire body is sore. So if you think I'm picking cotton for anybody, okay?
Right.
Just tie me to the pole at 8 a.m. because I'm not bringing back any amount that you would be satisfied with. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
I'm out. Deuces.
Sugar cane slavery? Fuck no to that. You know what I mean? That one's even worse. No, I wouldn't survive.
It was a hard realization to come to. I, of course, as a Black actor, I have had the slave audition, in my day. But I was like, ultimately,
what kind?
It's like,
do you know?
It was for Roots, like that Roots reboot that they did a few years ago. So it was for
I actually thought it was pretty good. Did you ever watch it?
I didn't watch it.
You
no, I was not. I auditioned for it, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get it. And the reason being, I was like, I don't know. I don't know that I have the build. I don't know that. It's like I'm a lot. I don't look like I've done any work.
Right.
I don't look like I've done a thing. Other than
our people were very malnourished at that time.
Exactly. So I was like, I can't do zombie apocalypse and I can't do slavery. Those are the 2 genres I can't do because
although you know what, they had Hurley on Lost for seasons and he never, you know what I mean? They just let that body happen on that desert island and that was fine with everybody. So you don't sell yourself short. You know what I mean?
Right. That's true. That is true. I'd show up. But then they would know. They'd be like, oh, he's the time traveling. Like, right? Like he's the one that's like.
Well,
that's the one. That's the pick him out.
But look, if you pop in and you're like, look, my old master taught me everything. I'm the best chef in Georgia. Mm-hmm. You're going to lease me out to other houses. I'm going to cook for them and I'm going to turn a profit for you. Okay?
Yes.
Don't worry about this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I can sing good too. Yeah, I think,
that's true.
There's a world for you.
But I did watch.
While you cook, they love that.
Oh, they love that shit. If you haven't seen High on the Hog on Netflix, that is very good. And it talks about it's very like George Washington's chef who he was the most in-demand chef. We don't know anything about him. And like high key, any dish that was created during that time was probably the chef and he got no credit.
Literally everything. Also all the liquors too. Jack Daniels, all of those also invented.
Right. Yeah. So,
how many things did we invent that we didn't get credit for, or that you don't know the names of the people behind all of the amazing inventions that?
A lot. Follow me on TikTok for more information.
Yes.
For me, the thing that's sadder is how many geniuses, you know what I mean? Like, for every Einstein or whatever, how many just beautiful artistic minds withered away under the worst possible system humanity has ever created.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. Tough to say.
Right.
But who knows? We could add running water faster, maybe. I don't know. There was a lot of
True.
Oof. Okay.
We keep doing the show, right?
We are going to be where we are emotionally. Do you know what I mean? And if that's where we are, that's okay. It feels like it.
Oh, yeah.
Look, there is this thing about Blackness and time travel that just sort of, you kind of are always time traveling a little bit, but people don't know it and discuss it.
It is very true. Yeah, I'm sort of writing a play that deals with. Oh, I hate that I started a sentence with that, but I'm sort of writing a play that is dealing with a very similar.
Such a good idea.
Thing, so,
have you told Sade about it? You don't have to tell everyone about it, but it's such a good idea.
I will say, yeah. I was commissioned, which is really just a fancy way of saying I was asked to write a play that in some way deals with the life of Henry Box Brown, who, if you don't know, Henry Box Brown was an enslaved person who lived in Virginia and shipped himself to Philadelphia. So he shipped himself to freedom via a crate in the mail. And,
to the abolition. He was dear abolition headquarters. Love Henry. 2 stamps. Big box. See you later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then from there he became a magician.
Well, wait, when he got to the place, okay, when the box arrived.
Yeah, my man, like straight up, like motherfucker, like comes out of the box and is on some old like good evening shit. Like he's just like, well, hello. This was a like 27-hour trip or whatever.
All he had was water. That's not a short trip.
Yeah, it was like, you know, he was mishandled. He was turned upside down. Like he was on his head for like 3 hours.
Yeah, but he like wanted to come with the like pizzazz. Like, if you can get Billy Porter for this role, I think
so perfect. Oh my god. Oh.
Science
yeah. Yes. But yeah, that's he's so interesting and fascinating, and the play definitely attempts to sort of like take the folk hero myth of him and kind of humanize it a bit more, because he had a wife when he was living in the States, because he then moved to the UK and he actually married a white woman in the UK, and there was some some stickiness and ickiness there, like as far as like his initial wife who was black in the States, and like, you know, him not necessarily like being able to reconnect with her. Right. So but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But he's so fascinating. Y'all should definitely look up Henry Box Brown.
Such a fascinating I have to now. I'm like sad I never knew about this. So like
totally.
Yeah, David Blaine can, you know.
Fuck you, David Blaine.
The original David fucking Blaine.
Like legit.
Chris Angel still has like a residency. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh right, yeah.
Mind Freak. Still, it's called that.
That's right.
What a world. Okay.
Yeah. Shall we? Do we just? Oh wait, Shadi, do you know what we do here? I don't know if you know the way we roll on Play Cousins.
It's fine. I'll roll.
Have you seen it? It's just like
this is like the second time I performed with Pac with my actual face. I normally just did that.
Did you have fun last time?
Right. That's right.
It's like that, but with less people.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So yeah, we usually we start with our cameras off. Whoever comes up does a scene, and like if a new person turns on their camera, it's a new scene. So it's like that. Yeah.
So if you're in the chat, feel free to give us a suggestion. If not, our suggestion will be slave play.
Yeah.
I mean, a few things we've talked about that will definitely.
That'll be that. You really need to read Kindred though, Shadi, because it's sci-fi. Oh, yeah. It's like black femme sci-fi. Like it's like there's nothing. I'll put everyone on Octavia Butler if I can.
Yes.
I think the biggest missed thing ever in history.
Oh, she's so great. She's so great.
But I also don't. So I have not picked up a book in a while. But like maybe
that's okay. But this. Shadi, read 2 pages.
It's worth it.
Oh, you'll
2
be
pages. Just read 2 pages. Is that reasonable?
I'll do more. I'll give you 10.
You don't need to give me 10. I'll get 10. You only need to give me 2.
Okay. Yes.
I'm not worried about it.
You're still like, I'm confident. I'll bet money on it. Throw it down.
Okay. Well, let's do some improv. All right.
Yay.
Thanks for joining us, Shadi.
Of course. Happy to be here.
Yes.
Yay.
Hey, give me 10.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
It's good to see you. Oh, I'm doing good. Hey, it's been a while since the plantation, hasn't it?
I mean, we're free though now. Like we got our papers. It's a whole new world for us. No more cotton for me.
Right? Oh my god! I literally looked at a shirt and I was like, ugh, ugh. Like I just can't even look at cotton in its process.
I mean, like I could wear nothing now at this point. Like I don't gotta touch it. I don't gotta do nothing. Ain't nobody holding me down. Like I am a free woman. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. I ain't doing nothing for nobody.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
I feel you. Like, somebody asked me to like if I could hold the door for him when I was like walking into a place. I was like, you can't tell me anything.
Nothing.
I'm not doing that.
Nothing. Can't tell me shit, man. Oh, I can say that. Because I can say that now. I could say that shit now. I'm happy.
Ugh. Absolutely. I feel great. I feel great. It's so wonderful. I'm like, I'm ready to just like, I don't know what comes next. I mean, like, so now we're citizens. So like, I don't know what we get. What do citizens do?
I'm sorry. How long have you guys been standing here?
What?
Oh, hi. Yeah.
How long have y'all just been standing around here?
We were just having a conversation.
Yeah, we were just talking.
Okay. Well, this is private property, so if you want to stand around, there are 0 places in town in which you can do that. All right? I'm going to do a loop around the block. If I see you again, you know what's going to happen.
Oh, that's not what I thought this was going to be like.
But they said we were free.
I know. That doesn't sound like freedom.
It doesn't. But hold on. Do you think we should go? Because I don't know if we should.
Hell no. I don't know. Maybe we stand our ground. Like, let's just see what happens. Because before, normally they would whip us, right? But like,
they seem kind of scary though.
I mean, come on. But like, we're way scarier, right? We are free Black.
You know what?
People.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I wish you would. Yeah. I wish you would come back. Come on back, homie. Yeah. Come on back.
We're ready. Just having a conversation. We can be here. We're allowed to be here because we're free. Got my paper right here. No problem.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I see it. It says
I'm sorry. Can you read?
This says free.
Okay, you can read that though?
It says free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says free.
All right. Yeah. So you're reading.
I can read.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I see that sign says general store.
Okay. I don't like the way you're talking to me at all.
It says free.
You think I'm stupid?
Listen. No, you're not stupid because you can't read. Like that's not how literacy works. It's just the words are hard. You might have some kind of learning disability. You know, so it's okay.
I don't have look. I want to be respected, and the only way that I can do that is to oppress someone else because my life isn't that good. And that's, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it says free.
It says free. That's what that says. It says free.
Mm-hmm.
Says I am free.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was gone, I saw a white woman across the street, and she said that you guys were whistling at her.
No. We were just talking. It was just the two of us talking.
We were just talking. Yeah, it might have sounded like whistling, but you know, that was not whistling.
No, we were just talking.
Yeah. Well, we don't investigate. You know what I mean? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna lock you in the prison because the lynch mob hates it when we have to open the doors. But I'll just take you back to the plantation you came from. You know what I mean? You can keep working there. And we won't talk about it.
That's not gonna work for me. I definitely burned a lot of bridges on my way out. I did take a shit in the sheep stable and it got everywhere. So, you know, I
took a shit in the well.
Oh, that's so much better.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more loop around the block, but get ready because you're going home.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Okay, but now, they seem really serious though this time.
Yeah. That sounded like more than just an idle threat. That was like, I'm coming with a whole ass rope, and we're gonna tie you up and bring you back.
And I really don't want to go back to the Washingtons. Like that's kind of.
Ooh, that's right. You were on the Washington. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I still gotta go find my 14 kids. Like.
I know. That was the first thing I was doing. I was like, maybe I'll just go get a drink at the bar, but then I need to find my family, and that's gonna take a while. So, you know, I mean, I can't do that if I'm back on my plantation. So. But you know, fuck it. This is what freedom is like, and America has taught us one thing, and that's in order to get what you want, you have to kill. So I think we just have to kill this guy when he comes back. So I don't know. You down?
You think so?
I think so. I mean, I've only been a thinking person in theory for like a couple hours, but I think we have to kill him. So I'm ready to do this. I don't know.
All right. I mean, okay. If you say that's the best, all right. If you say that's it, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. I mean, I'm trusting you on this. I that's all I can do. We high five.
Are you guys holding rocks now?
Listen.
Yeah, we were just holding them.
That's not your property.
I'm not your property. How about that?
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and try to take all this back to the plantations. Go ahead and try.
Oh, turn around.
No, don't do that. No. Whoa.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Sir. Sir. Stop resisting. Stop.
All right. Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm sorry. I got excited. You go first.
I mean, okay. So, I went on this date.
Ooh, okay. Yes.
It went really, really well. Like, I'm super excited about this guy.
Yeah. Like, tell me about this Nubian king right now.
Okay, so that's where it differs because it's not a Nubian king.
Oh, you're gay. Tell me about this beautiful black woman right now.
Yeah, so no, not that either.
A non-binary is fine with me. I mean, like, we're progressive. Just tell me about this person who you could listen to Brown Skin by India.Arie with and then be like, I don't know where mine ends and yours begins because we both have brown skin. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to just come out and say it. He's white as fuck.
Okay. You know what?
White as fuck. He's white as fuck. I
like albino or...
No, like tucks in his shirt and like wears a belt, kind of white, like says like you betcha, kind of white, like
you betcha.
Yeah, like eats French fries with a knife and fork, kind of white.
Okay, mom's gonna kill you.
Yeah,
she's gonna murder you.
I know. I know. His name is fucking Steve. Like,
look. Okay, I don't even know where to start. You know, the first thing that my mind went to is, could we do a Soul Man type of thing? And that's probably the wrong answer, you know? So I don't know. That's the movie where the guy does blackface.
I know.
Because they only
that would
okay, just wanted to make sure that you understood what
I understood, and I'm just trying to explain to you that I don't think that's really a great solution. Well, I know that would probably please mom. It probably would get him murdered on the street.
Well, I'm surprised that he didn't get an Oscar for that performance because I believed it for every second.
I don't know what to tell you. He treats me nicely. He's super smart. He like cares about my feelings and my needs and my wants like more than anyone else I've ever dated. And I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
But like, does he really know you?
Yeah, yeah. We talk about a lot of different things. I'm like making him better. Like I made him put product in his hair. Like we're making progress, okay? Like, like that's the thing, you know. Like, so tiny little advances, just little ones.
Yeah, but do you understand how dangerous it is for you to go where a white man goes?
I mean, like,
what if he takes you to meet his family? What if they're in like Connecticut or a country club or a Klan meeting? What are you gonna do then?
Okay, Klan meeting is a little aggressive. Okay, like, but country club not so far off. Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, he is from Rhode Island, so yeah. I mean,
Rhode Island? Are you?
I know.
Oh my god.
I know. It's not like me. It's not. It's really not. But here we are. You can't help who you love.
I just think you shouldn't have even ever been around for this to happen. Do you know what I mean? If you had gone to an HBCU like you should have, this wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean?
It's not my fault. I got a full ride scholarship to Appalachian State. Okay, like, were you gonna find tuition money out of nowhere?
No, because I was at Howard having a really good time. Okay.
Yeah, so, I know, and I would have loved having Howard at a good time too. But
I did too. DC is a beautiful city. You're in
right, but.
Do you know what I mean? It's like kind of like a lower level of the Harlem Renaissance sometimes. I go down to U Street and I just like to sit and I like to think. Anyway, look, I don't know what you're doing, man.
I don't know either, but I'm in love and I can't help it. There's something else, Joan.
No, there's not something else. There is not something else. There is not something else. Okay, you know what? An abomination station is what we're going to call it. Yeah. Hey.
Yes. Hey. Yes. Hello. I am with the PTA at the George Washington Carver High School just down the street. And I'm knocking on you ladies' door just to see if you wanted to donate to our basketball team. They're trying to get to state. I know y'all just moved in, to these very nice houses that are in the neighborhood. So I just wanted to see if you wanted to contribute to your new neighborhood by donating to our school.
Yeah. Lovely. That's really, really sweet to ask.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I don't need candy though. I don't need a candy bar. We're gluten-free.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't necessarily going to give you a candy bar.
I'm sorry.
Or anything.
I'm sorry. Can you just take your voice? I'm so sorry. Can you just take your voice a little? It made me, I get a chill up my spine. If you could just have it a little more.
I'm sorry. Did you say your name? What's your name again?
Yeah. What is your name?
Sure. I'm happy to share my first name with you. My name is Marshall.
It's what? It's what?
It's Marshall. It's Marshall. It's Marshall spelled just how you probably think it's spelled. And
gonna take a little bit.
And that's not necessary. That's not necessary. That is necessary.
Marshall, so you're in the neighborhood, or?
I'm just at the neighborhood school, George Washington Carver, just around the corner. You probably walk by it every day on the way.
And you work there.
Who's the second guy? So there's George Washington. Who's Carver? I just get curious. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. I don't know what to do. I don't care.
It's literally that's a person's name. It's George Washington Carver. Carver is the last name. Washington is the middle name. His first name is George. But that's you can Google that at your own leisure. Really, I'm just here again on behalf of the PTA. I don't work at this school, but I am just trying to get some money for these boys. They need to take this trip for the state finals, and that. It's an expensive flight these days post-COVID. So if you would mind, just wondering if you would contribute to your community in any way.
Okay. Well, you're down the street. I mean, we probably could just, stop by the school if we wanted to donate to the team, right?
Yeah, we would do that.
And ask for Marshall, right? Ask for Marshall.
I will not be there. I do not work at the school. Again, I'm solely.
Oh, you don't work at the You don't work at.
Then what is your relationship to all these boys?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a part of the PTA and I'm on the committee, the sports committee. So, we're just here gathering.
But how do you know these boys? Why are you so interested in these boys?
Well, my son is on the team. My son Jared. Well, I should.
You know your son?
Yeah. I've known him my whole life. I've raised him. I taught him to ride a bike just right down that street next to the Jamba Juice, right there.
What street?
It used to not be a Jamba Juice.
Excuse me, what street? What's this?
It's just down Franklin. Franklin. I'm sure you go to Franklin a lot. There's DSW there now. There's the hemp shop. There's a CBD shop. You know Franklin. I know you know Franklin. I'm just saying. I'm here. This is a great opportunity for you.
I just wanted to say good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really lovely.
Good for you.
For you and your little boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just doing what a dad does, so I don't really need any additional praise. I'm sure your fathers, we're good dads, right? We're just all trying to be good dads out here. So.
mine was, but I know that not everyone has that for their experience with their dad. So good for you and your.
That is true.
Right. Mine was there and financially supportive, but emotionally unavailable, which is exactly how we like it.
Oh, interesting. I prefer to be, heavily involved in my son's extracurriculars and homework. We're really trying to get him into the college year. So, great first step of that is to, get some experience with some responsibility, and hopefully they can get that championship and be responsible for, bringing home a win. So please, if you have anything to give to your community,
still in boxes. But if he wants to come wash my car needs to be washed. So if he wants to do some chores around,
Does your son do lawn?
He actually already has a job. He works for me. He's an assistant, a paid intern at my law firm. So he.
Oh, you're a lawyer.
He actually is pretty tied up with that.
Are you a
manager at a law firm?
Are you a lawyer, or you just work at the law firm? Because you have to just work at the law firm, right?
You shouldn't tell people that. They're going to think you're a lawyer. You should tell them what your real job is.
Which is a lawyer. It's Marshall Johnson LLC and Sons. I have an older son who, also works with me. I'm just saying this is a great opportunity for you all to donate. And if not, maybe there's a community somewhere else that you might, feel more inclined to donate to. Excuse me, man. I'm curious what's going on that phone there. If you need my Venmo, you can get the school's Venmo.
We just have, we're just
heading over to Cash App.
If I stop holding down the button, it calls the cops and sends a recording to everyone I know.
Why are we involving cops? Is my question. I don't see why this needs any involvement.
We're not, as long as I'm holding the button down. You know what I mean? It's like a grenade.
Wow.
You can't be too safe.
Yeah.
You can't be too a lot of things, and it would seem that y'all are too not willing to help this school. And I'm sure if you would like to send your kids to school, this is a great one.
Look, I am already paying property taxes that pay for that school, okay? And then I'm paying for private schools, right? So I am paying for school twice. I'm paying for your school that I don't even use, okay? And I just think it's enough, it's enough.
It's more.
It's actually so much more than enough,
That's so interesting. I'm just really curious. I'm just looking in your house there. I don't see any crosses. I'm curious how religious you are, that you feel that
that's a personal question.
I'm just curious. I haven't seen you at the church.
We believe in education,
So your God is education. You said you believe in education, so you worship education. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out.
You're putting words.
Well, we go to private school because it's a better education.
And that's something that we choose to do for our children. So.
And we have to make sacrifices to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? But because it's so important to us, right? To look out for our own children and to make sure that we're providing for them and not asking strangers to be providing for them who are already providing for them. Do you know what I mean? So
that's interesting.
That's what we're doing.
So what I'm hearing is you're not going to donate to these kids, and
maybe if we just hop by the school one day, maybe I got a $5 in the pocket.
I'm sure there's a.
What? Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sure there's lots of,
Yeah, there's not. Whatever you're about to say, there's not a lot of.
Okay.
There's not a lot of anything at this school because people are not willing to put their children in the school. The district then thinks that it is not a good enough school and then stops paying attention to it, and hence you are sacks of shit, I guess. Sorry.
But you're telling me I should put my kids in a school that doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Why would I sacrifice my child? Do you know what I mean? It's bigger than that. How can I, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is bigger than that, and I guess you're right. I guess if we really want to get to the issue of why I'm walking around here with a Halloween bucket of candy style, like donation jar, I guess we would have to go a long way back, all the way back to slavery and what we
Okay. I knew
experienced
you were going to
at
do
the
this.
hands of
How did I
your
know?
people.
Right? Okay, you're doing this.
So yeah. So I'm just
Wow,
saying, but
you were really hung up on that stuff. This is why I don't think they should be teaching it, because it's just.
And I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm so glad you did. So I mean, it's just, you know what? Thank you so much for your time, Marshall. It was right.
It was indeed Marshall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're gonna go back to our dinner and hope that you get your money for your basketball team, and we're gonna just. You have a lovely evening.
Go Peanuts.
I'll see you at the goat yoga. Deuces to the two of you. Best of luck with your souls, because they're rotten.
Okay. Bye, Marshall. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
See you later. Yeah.
The damage is done.
Yeah, it's no going back. No going back.
I never thought that if there was going to be a great flood, what I'm saying is I thought I would get to choose what person I go with if I got picked. You know what I mean? Right. It's so rare to begin with, but then I thought I would get to pick,
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. And I'm sorry that we got stuck together, I guess, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't make the rules. I didn't make these rules, so
yeah,
here we are.
I think the rules are dumb. So
yeah, they are. I mean, I'm not saying I agree.
It's an awkward first date that they're telling you, here you go. No one in his family gets to do whatever they want, but in terms of us, we just have to have sex. We have to repopulate the earth, and there's no one else for us to talk to, and there's nobody with any medical skills. So, and I am the one with the uterus. I'm going to die at some point. Okay. In childbirth, for sure.
Yeah.
It just seems like a shitty deal for me. I'm not going to like it going in. I'm not going to like it coming out. I'm not going to like it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's, I will enjoy it very much. I will say.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
So, though I hear what you're saying, I mean, this is going to be a long trip, and we got to do something, right?
Okay.
So.
But do we?
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen if we don't. Like, that guy with the beard, he seems like he is legitimately insane. Like, he seems like he's like,
right. No, he's cuckoo cuckoo. There's no. Yeah.
So I don't really want to cross this guy. I don't want to get on his bad side. He's talking to somebody named God, and probably that guy's even worse. So
look,
the devil.
I mean, who puts a boat full of? I mean, there's the lions and the tigers and the bears and the cheetahs, and they're all in one. They're not. It doesn't make any sense. Honestly, the whole way the boat is organized is insane.
Right.
The Lido deck is where they should have had the pool, first of all.
Legit. I'm glad you said that, because I was like, I've never been this close to a lion in my life. And it's like, if you want us to like procreate, then you probably don't want to put us near the thing that eats us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And can we be honest for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Tacky, right?
Oh.
Like really tacky. Like who?
Really gross. Yeah. The
I mean, it's a new boat. It looks like the oldest boat on Earth.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't know where he got this. It's like reclaimed wood or what? I don't know. That's that's not what we do. We don't do that anymore. Okay. Like, no shellac on this.
Thank you. I'm all about so that's what's in. This is like terrible.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. If we're supposed to procreate. There's no way any of these dudes are getting it up if this is the environment that we're supposed to be like.
Try setting a vibe.
Right?
No, there's
right.
no way.
Yeah. So gross.
Yeah.
So gross. I don't know. We could always just jump off. I mean, we could just jump into the waters and just kind of find a new life if we want to. Why not?
Can we do it in the morning though?
Yeah, I guess we could, but like
a lot right now. Do you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to strike while the iron's hot. I mean, in the morning, I'm probably gonna take a little dose, and then in the morning, I'm not gonna be as motivated to
It's like the morning we'll hit the buffet. You know what I mean?
Oh, true. I'll give it to him. Yeah, there's a great buffet. I was not ready.
There is a really.
I wasn't ready for that buffet.
They're not powdered, So.
Yeah,
that's the one thing, and it's 24 hours, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like nothing closes here. Like
no,
I would have thought that it would have been like one of those like we open at lunch and we close like right at the beginning of dinner kind of places. But
100%. So I get how the eggs work, but I'm not clear about the bacon.
That, yeah. I mean, you don't have to have the bacon because that's definitely, it's pretty good. I will say it's pretty good. You should try it. You should just try it. I won't tell anybody. You should just try it.
Okay, but how does that? They have spares of some of these guys? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean,
we can get a spare. We can get a nice hog.
It's possible. But I mean, I wouldn't put it past this guy to just like straight up like, take a fucking like knife to our thighs and just let it do what it does. I guess it's called healing, scabbing, whatever it does. I think
this is ridiculous.
I think he would do that. He would do that. That's in him.
Bacon doesn't come from thighs, and you know that.
I don't know where. I don't ask questions on where it comes from.
Okay. Well,
I just eat it.
It would be something else. Okay. I don't know.
I'm just coming to visit. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. I know there's a lot of confusion. I know you're a little, you'll get one question. You get one question, and I'm gonna let you have that, and I'm gonna leave you on the boat. I'm gonna just leave you. But what's your question? You get one. You get one.
All right, man. Hey. Okay. Whoa. That's you. Hey, like you seem really stressed out right now, and that's
I got humanity to save, bro.
Is there a spare dude?
A spare dude?
Yeah.
You want another dude?
Yeah.
I'm busy making humanity, and you want another human?
I don't know. Maybe just like for variety or whatever. Like you never asked me what my preferences were.
I kind of made you like the first people on earth. I mean, you want to be picky right now?
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Have children and then have children with those children? That's weird.
Look, we didn't really think it out all the way through. I just kind of threw it together, one of each kind of a thing, and it just, That's your one question.
If you don't do your kid, I think it's okay. I think the kids can do each other and it's fine. Like they might have a lazy eye, but I think that's it.
Okay. But what if I just had two sons and then things are supposed to continue on and nobody talks about it? Do you know what I mean?
Look, I got you here, right? I got
yeah.
Here. Don't you think I got you covered? We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm gonna leave you here and hope that you got it under control.
Well, you get one. He gets one.
Yeah, I get one. Can I get one?
You get one too. Go ahead.
I mean, this one. I mean, you might not know this, but like,
do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who you're talking to?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but am I good? Am I a good person? You know.
In comparison to what?
Who gives a shit?
I mean, in comparison to all these other people, like I haven't done much in my life. Like I haven't really done a whole lot of stuff. I don't have people who like compliment me on how I look or how I sound, like my voice and
people see how passive aggressive he is. This is what I'm saying. If there was another one,
right?
I get your point. You know what? I'll see what I can do. But you're a great person because you're one of the only people around.
And that's our show.
Yay!
Hooray!
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's so great.
We had some fun here.
We did. You sure did.
Yes,
we gotta do this again. I feel like you're like, I know we've never met in real life, but I'm like, this is just easy. You've known each other forever now, and that's just established.
Correct.
We'll come up with a backstory, you know what I mean? So it'll sound like
it's always lovely time. I enjoy all of my nights that I get to play with y'all. So.
Oh yay! Oh, definitely. Yes, it's been so fun.
The Mormon toasties, the little yeast.
Yay! Got my dimples all titter.
You have. I want you to get it. No, you can't. You have to do it.
Just do that enough.
Get it made.
Is it there? It's maybe like a little.
Oh look!
Yeah, there's a little
there
something.
There is one.
No, they're not. They're just fat. Honestly, it's just.
Oh man!
Do you have anything you want people to know about?
No, I don't do shit. I don't know. I'm on Twitter a lot. Sometimes I say funny shit.
Your Twitter.
Yeah, I'll type it. I can type it in the chat, or I can also rename myself my handle. But it's FCOLASIMBO. No one's gonna know that, but that's my
I got a second though, and then you screamed.
Yeah, wait. There we go. I just renamed myself my handle so that way you can find me if you are looking for me that hard. But I'm very easy to find.
Yes.
If you just type Sade in, like I'm one of the first that pops up. I've done this a few times. And if you know like one fact about me, like Texas, like I pop up. Like I went to Penn State, I pop up. Like,
you went to Penn State?
I did, yes. Don't tell me you went.
No, I didn't. But I was shortlisted for their master's program, their actor.
Oh, okay.
Penn State. So I visited the campus. It's very beautiful.
Graduated in 2012, but I lived there until 2015. It's a long story. But I graduated. And I worked there full time.
Oh, that's dope. Hello. Oh, it's a precious.
So anyway, that's where to find me. If I ever do fun things, I tweet about them sometimes, but normally I don't. Sometimes people put me on podcasts. Sometimes I do improv. Sometimes I just tweet shit and I yell at people, and it's great. So
put Sade on all your podcasts.
Yeah, put me on podcasts. I'm great. I'm sometimes funny.
Are you in the Pack Facebook group?
I think I am. I may be. Okay.
If not, I need to add you just because somebody's like, we need a guest. And I'm like, who'd be great? Okay, fabulous. Follow me on TikTok. Jarrett, what are you doing?
I'm just following Allie on TikTok, basically.
Thank you.
That's what I'm doing. Please follow Allie on TikTok. You're not going to regret it.
I don't have a TikTok, and I'm kind of refusing to get one, and I'm trying to like.
I would love to wear you down because I really think you would like it.
You were me. That was
because
me.
Here's the thing: I'm a Twitter girl, and all of the best tweets make it, or TikToks make it to Twitter.
Oh, interesting. I've never been a Twitterer, but Allie brought me over to the TikTok side for sure.
Please come.
Yeah,
I'll think about it.
Let her curate your TikTok.
My vice is
I will just start sending you, and then you'll have.
My vice is baby. So if you start sending really cute baby content, maybe you'll get.
We got you. Yeah.
I will do that, but you have to have it.
Now I can view them without having them. People send them to me all the time. You're not going to trick me. I'm not 47. Like, I know how the internet works.
Well, you send them in the thing. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise it's like infinite. Anyway. Claudia, love you guys. Thanks for the support. Carolina, it's good to see you, Cayman. It's good to see you. All these beautiful human beings. Thanks for joining us. And have a good evening. Bye, friends.